this season of Thanksgiving, we want to take a moment to say thank you. We want to share the gospel impact that we've had together. In this past year, we have shared Christ's story of love with over 16,000 people with our in-person ministries, with over 260,000 people with our online ministries. Jesus has called us to be a community who tips the scales for Him through faith, hope, and love, and this is what we have done.
God calls us to gather to worship Him by faith. We hear this through the psalmist in Psalm 95 as God speaks, "Come, worship the Lord your Maker." In 2024, we have responded by faith to worship our great big God.
Thousands have gathered in one of our weekend worship services by faith, giving Him what He deserves and receiving His gospel gift of forgiveness. 42 individuals received the gospel through the gift of baptism.
This past year, our in-person weekend worship times have seen an increase of over 70 people on average. And our online worship ministry continues to reach over 800 households each week. We are a people who trust Him, a people of faith.
In Romans 15, God calls us to study His Word so that we might have hope. Our faith formation ministries have continued to give hope as we lean into the promises of God.
Our day school ministry is giving hope to 525 children. Our children's and youth ministry taught God's Word to over 500 youth. Our adult ministries had over 1,000 individuals gather around His Word. Our online devotions have reached thousands.
We are a people who lean into God's Word and are impacted by His promises. We are a people of hope.
John 13, Jesus calls us to love one another. Our Christian care ministries have brought love.
100 families have received pastoral counseling. Over 600 shut-in visits have been made to the lonely, and over 500,000 meals have been served to the hungry.
Our grief ministry has served over 31 families by walking with them at the death of their loved one. In Christian care, we've been enabled to give $350,000 in financial assistance to over 200 families for Christian education and basic needs.
It is such a blessing to have gospel impact with you. Thank you for partnering with us. As we celebrate this past year of impact, we know there's so much more to come, that God is still on the move using us. And so as we look with hope to this next year, we want to invite you to give an above and beyond offering gift of impact for this upcoming year of ministry. You can do this in two ways. Here on our campus, you can use an impact envelope to give a gospel impact gift, or you can give a gospel impact gift online. God's Word says this in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1, "Therefore, I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling that you have been called to." To God be the glory.